What's up, guys? Welcome back to another week of your weekly Pinball Effects tournament videos. So, we had a major announcement come out today, which is that the Elvira table, Elvira's Scared Stiff, is releasing on Pinball Effects on October 16th. So that's just in time for spooky season and a cool spooky table. So that's what I'm excited for. But I wanted to say that now in case anyone didn't get the news. But Elvira's Scared Stiff is coming on October 16th. So that's what we have coming up in the near future. But in this video, I wanted to talk to you about our one ball challenge in regards to World War Hulk. So as usual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little context on the character, the origins of Hulk, and then we'll talk about the table. And then coming up for the next table, we're going to do a table on Marvel's Wolverine. So I figured Wolverine is also a popular Marvel character similar to the Hulk, and so I wanted to kind of go with characters that a lot of us know. But jumping right into things, so Hulk the character was originally created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and he was introduced in the comic called The Incredible Hulk, issue number 1, all the way back from 1962. And if you look at the cover art of that comic strip, you'll see that Hulk was colored gray. And it's interesting to me because I had never known that the color green was due to printing issues. So that is actually really cool to me, that he was originally a colored gray, but later turned green due to printing issues. And I guess they just stuck with it because green probably looked a lot better. And one thing that you'll notice about the character Hulk is a lot of inspiration for his design and look was inspired from Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And when I was looking at the original issue from the Incredible Hulk, I couldn't help but notice this Frankenstein look to him. And of course the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So along with the inspiration from Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Hulk is also the embodiment and symbol of a duality of man. You have this scientist named Bruce Banner who, when he becomes enraged, he turns and transforms into this Hulk-like creature. So what happened was a scientist by the name of Bruce Banner was caught in a gamma bomb blast, and that ended up becoming the transformation to the Hulk, and he transforms into the Hulk whenever he loses control. And so we already talked about how the early Hulk was gray but later turned green due to printing issues. And so Hulk was also made famous in TV in the series The Incredible Hulk, which ran from 1978 to 1982, starring Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. There have also been films from 2003. There was a film directed by Ang Lee, which took a psychological take on Hulk's origins. There was also a more popular film from 2008 called The Incredible Hulk, starring Edward Norton, which is more action-based, where Hulk battles the Abomination, and the Abomination is also referenced in World War Hulk on Pinball Effects. You also have more recent films, the Avengers series from 2012, the Avengers Infinity War from 2018, and so on. There's also, many films, Marvel films that take place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU) with Hulk, not as the main character, but appearing alongside the team. You also have games where the Hulk appears and takes center stage, such as the Incredible Hulk from the Super Nintendo from 1994, which was a side-scrolling beat 'em up. You also have the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction from 2005. Also, you have the most recent is the Marvel Avengers game, which includes the Hulk as a playable character, and also Fortnite includes him as a playable skin. So along with that, you also have a catchphrase, Hulk Smash, which you've probably heard a lot, which is kind of like a meme, right? So that is kind of the bare bones of Hulk, the character. Was introduced all the way back in 1962 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And that original comic sells for like $80,000 now on eBay and whatnot. So if you had the original print issue of that magazine, that comic with the Hulk, it's definitely worth a lot now. So, but that's really cool cover art to look at if you've never seen it. The Hulk looks gray. As we said, he turned green due to printing issues, and he was very popular, made appearances in TV with the Incredible Hulk series starring Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. But now turning to World War Hulk, which this table is based on. World War Hulk was a 5-issue limited run made by writer Greg Pak in 2007. It's a sequel to Planet Hulk, which was also written by Greg Pak in 2006. So first, let me just talk to you about kind of the story behind Planet Hulk so that you can understand World War Hulk. So in Planet Hulk, a secret group of heroes called the Illuminati, consisting of Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, thought Hulk was too powerful to keep on Earth. So they sent him to another planet. But instead, the spaceship was sucked into a wormhole and crash landed on Sakaar, which turned out to be a violent world ruled by a person known as the Red King. So that's what happens in Planet Hulk, which leads to fast forward to World War Hulk saga, where you have Hulk making a return to Earth after Sakaar is destroyed, and he is exacting revenge and vengeance for the death of his wife and child that occurred when the spaceship crash landed on Sakaar after he was banished from Earth. So this Hulk is, enraged and wanting revenge. So in World War Hulk, he tries to exact his revenge, and he returns to New York City and declares war on the Illuminati and challenges the Earth's greatest heroes like Black Bolt, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, the Avengers. And a lot of this takes place in the arena, which is a reference to Madison Square Garden. So when you play World War Hulk, you'll see the arena, that mini playfield that takes place in MSG, Madison Square Garden, where Hulk forces the heroes into gladiatorial combat, which is what he was in which he experienced in Sakaar. In Sakaar, he was also, facing different beasts in this gladiator-like arena. And so what happens is the twist in the saga occurs when we find out that the ship explosion was not actually caused by the Illuminati, but instead by one of Hulk's own Warbound. And this was done so that Hulk's rage would never stop. And so that was the twist in World War Hulk. And in the end, Hulk realizes that his cycle of destruction has gone far enough and surrenders. And this storyline in World War Hulk pretty much shook the Marvel universe to its core. You could see Hulk as a tragic hero, You could see it added layers to his personality. He wasn't just this big, raging, like monstrosity, but he was this person who had another side, a dark side to him, and he wanted vengeance. Sort of like, I think about Hulk's storyline, his origins in World War Hulk, and it kind of reminds me of like the storyline in Batman, right? Bruce Wayne's Batman. There's some similarities there, different universes, right? Gotham, the DC universe, and then you have Hulk, who has similar origins and sort of like a similar arc type, but now taking place in Marvel, in the Marvel universe. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. It was interesting to me because I had no idea where Hulk really came from. I just thought he was this massive green dude who got angry and smashed things. And you can see that his storyline goes a lot deeper. But yeah, that's a lot of things I learned about playing this table. I've never read World War Hulk, the comic, or the prequel, Planet Hulk, but it's an interesting kind of idea and concept. So I hope you enjoyed that part of our video here, and let's go over the tournament scores. So we had a lot of people. We had about, skimming through the list here, we had around 31 people, so that's a lot of people in our open tournament. But first place goes out to Quick Strike 395 with 211 million. Congratulations to Quick Strike with that impressive first place score. I don't think Quick Strike is a regular, but it's always nice to see someone else take the first place spot. But we do have Gapvik in second place, who is a regular with 95 million. So congratulations to Gapvik in second place. And third place, we have Carpy Sun with 70 million points. So we have a lot of our regulars in the first 6, basically. Because underneath him, we have Balchi, King Balchi, with 63 million in fourth. UTD in fifth with 35 million. Just Wayne, I believe, is also regular with 32 million. My friend Urko in 7th place with 24 million points, ahead of me, and I am below him with 24 million points in 8th. Very close scores here, though. And in 9th place, Bad Jack Daniels, also one of our regulars with 20 million points. Looking for names I know. Genuine's in 23rd place with 5 million points, who's also regular. Johnny Sev in 24th with 5 million. Shout out to Johnny. Fisher Dave in 28th with 3 million points. And I think that's everyone. So my apologies if I skipped your name or didn't see it, but I always like to shout out everyone in our tournaments. So now, without further ado, let's create a closed tournament on another Marvel table, which is Wolverine. Where are you? Marvel Wolverine. I cannot see today. There it is. So it's going to be a private tournament. 1 ball. Unlimited players. 10 attempts. 6 days. 6 days, 10 attempts. Private. And today is what? The 25th? So password will be 925 25. 925 25. And here is the ID. And let's go here. So password is 925 25. Here goes the first attempt. Hit the Sentinel's foot. Hold up. Okay. Look at that. 0 points. Ooh, I like these sound effects. Reminds me of GoldenEye. The PP7. Pretty cool artwork. Looks like there's kickbacks. See if we can light those kickbacks. at least a ball save. Combo shot. So combo heavy table. Little kick out hole there. Ooh, that was... I like these Sentinel, like they look like bobbleheads for bumpers. Oh! Oh, that's cool. That's like a little like spinning disc, kind of like what you had in Dr. Dude. Okay, maybe I try to get in the spinning disc again.
Your fancy claws can't cut, but they can't hit.
Okay, got the shoot again. I think that might be my favorite part about this table. Ball save. Wait, you can regenerate this ball? Oh, what? That's a new idea, actually. Wait, okay, how do I regenerate? I gotta hit the jackpot lanes. Okay, this is taking ball save to a new level.
Hurry up.
There! Oh, that is pretty dope. Like, oh my gosh. That's gonna have a huge effect on this table. The regeneration. That's a cool thing too. Oh, the regenerate is on the right. So you have a regeneration feature on the right, and then a kickback, I think, on the left. Wait, what am I doing here? Okay, looks like... I gotta get that jackpot. ×8 bonus. Hit the lit ramp. Lit ramp. I don't see a lit ramp. I see a lit orbit.
I am what you will be.
Got the balls. I got the regeneration. Right? Wait, I thought I had the regeneration lit. Well, that was an interesting ball, attempt. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy Marvel's Wolverine, and I'll catch you in the next tournament. Take care.